Hi, this is Anita with 5 Minutes with Art. Today I want to talk a little bit about museums and particularly why everyone should visit an art museum even if you don't so-called get art. There's some people that say like, I really don't want to go to an art museum. They're so boring. I don't really get art. I don't understand art. Well, today I'm going to tell you some reasons why maybe you might want to consider or hopefully change your mind if that's the way you feel. Museums matter. Art museums matter. And here's 5 reasons why. Museums change how you see the world. They can shake things up. They can make the familiar strange, even the strange feel familiar. A painting can stop you in your tracks, forcing you to reconsider the world as you see it. Museums are a mental reset. You can go into a museum and you can distract it from the world, and you can just pause and just look around. It can be a mental reset for you. Museums connect you to history and humanity. They can connect you to all types of, history and humanity. You can understand a place, understand a country by going into a museum. They spark curiosity. They can help you to learn new things, to help you be more curious about things. Museums are for everyone. You don't need a degree in art history to understand a museum. Museum is for everyone, and a lot of art is the interpretation as to how you see it. Here's some ways that you can make most of your museum visit. Here's some of our top tips. Don't try to see everything. Large museums can be overwhelming. Select what you want to see, the rooms that interest you, and go see them. Take breaks. Sit on a bench. Breathe. Let the art come to you. Ask questions. Read the wall text. Use the museum's app or audio guide. Ask staff for recommendations. Go with a friend or go solo. Some people love discussing art. Other people want quiet reflection. Try both. Visit during off-peak hours. Early mornings or weekdays can be best for avoiding crowds. Maybe go during a time where you can have the space a lot more to yourself. Let yourself feel something. Immerse yourself in it. Confusion, joy, discomfort, nostalgia. It's all valid. Art is supposed to stir emotion, not just admiration. There's many great art museums in the world, and I've listed out some of them here in my blog about why everyone should visit an art museum, and if you don't get it. I'm just going to touch on some of the top ones, some of the top to see museums that are, famous. Of course, the one is, the Louvre in Paris, France. Most people, go there to see the Mona Lisa, but there's lots of other great things to see there. It's a fascinating building. It's home to thousands of works of art from prehistoric to 21st century. Of course, the most famous work that's there is the Mona Lisa, but there's lots of other famous work that's there too. So if you do buy a ticket to go into the Louvre, don't just go just to see the Mona Lisa. See some of the other works of art also in the process. The other one is the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. It's one of the most comprehensive collections in the world, spanning over 5,000 years of art. There's lots of great art in there, from American art to Egyptian, Greek, and Islamic art. So there's lots for you to be able to explore in this museum. Another museum that I happen to like is the other one is the Museum of Modern Art, also in New York, which is called MoMA. That's a leader in modern and contemporary art. It's constantly reshaping and changing how we think about art today. You will find in there The Starry Night by Van Gogh, but you'll also find things by Picasso, by Warhol, and other famous artists. So this also, if you happen to be in New York City, is another must-see museum. Chicago also has a great museum, the Art Institute of Chicago. The most famous painting there is the American Gothic by Grant Wood, but they also have lots of other famous artwork in there that you can go in to see. It's really an iconic museum, and it is one of the oldest and largest museums in the United States. There's other museums in Russia, Amsterdam, Florence, Italy, Madrid, Spain, all of these, the British museums in London. London has a lot of great museums, including the Tate Museum too. So there's lots of great places that you can explore. Go for the art, stay for the experience. That's what we always say. Go for the art, but stay for the experience, and you will find that art will change you. If you'd like to be able to read more about some of these great museums or why you should go to an art museum, we will put a link to our blog in the description so that you can be able to learn more some of these places or why you should go to an art museum. Or if you're an art lover and you're trying to convince somebody, maybe this can help you to be able to convince them to go to the art museum with you. This is Anita from 5 Minutes with Art. Thank you so much for listening and for joining us. And we hope that you will go and take the opportunity wherever you are to visit some of the world's great art museums and see great art that's been created throughout the world, because there truly are some amazing creations out there.